Disappearance and death that gripped an entire community. Robert B. Jr. ran away from a truancy officer last November.
The search for the teenager coming to a halt on a hot July day when his skeletal remains were found. But what happened to B remains a mystery.
Our Alyssa Paldo has been digging through documents, talking to people, and retracing B's steps to answer that question. She joins us now with the first part of her investigation. Alyssa?
Paul and Lauren, what happened to Robert B. brought people in Pekin out to search for answers themselves weekend after weekend. Thousands of leads poured into the Pekin Police Department. But 1 year later, little information has been released, and some believe they might never find out what happened to Robert B. Jr. We weren't satisfied with that, so we did some digging of our own in an investigation you'll only see right here on WMBD.
They took something from me that I can never get back.
Before you can truly understand what happened to Robert B. Jr., you have to understand who the boy behind the picture on the poster was.
He was happy-go-lucky, he was friendly with everybody, always hungry. He was always hungry.
The most beautiful smile. You can just see a light around the young man.
Batman! He was just full of life, got along with everybody, never hurt anybody. Everybody loved him, and he loved everybody.
Robert B. Jr. had a personality you couldn't miss, but life wasn't always easy for the 13-year-old, called Bonsai by those who knew him best.
Me and Bonsai struggled a lot, but I always tried to make sure that he had things that he needed.
On November 17, 2016, police say B ran from a truancy officer near his Pekin home. He was known to be resourceful and clever, so leaving home for several days at a time wasn't unusual for the young boy. His mother didn't immediately report him missing. We spoke with her days after his disappearance.
I know he's going to be brought home because I have to have faith.
Lisa B says her son spent the night at a friend's house.
I talked to him Thursday night on the phone about 11 o'clock, and he told me, night night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite, and I love you, Mommy. And that was the last time I talked to him and I seen him.
And never made it on the school bus the next morning. She believes he made a stop at the family home on Sapp Street while no one was home, possibly to grab medication for his seizure disorder.
And you don't know what happened after that?
Nope.
Cold November days turned to weeks with no sighting of B. Thousands of tips came across Pekin Police Chief John Dossey's desk.
There's been hundreds and hundreds of man-hours devoted to this since day one.
Captivated by the picture of the boy circulating the community and social media, strangers came out dedicating entire weekends to finding Robert B. Candlelight vigils, providing hope he would be found alive. On a hot July day, a neighbor mowing his lawn found remains here on this piece of property in rural Tazewell County.
The forensic pathologist did state that in his opinion that the remains are that of Robert B.
A death investigation now underway. The remains were taken to the Illinois State Police Crime Lab to figure out who they belonged to and if there was any clue left behind for what happened to them.
Bones do create a challenge of their own because there's very little left to work with.
In September, scientists found a positive DNA match. The remains identified as those of Robert B. Jr.
Depending on how long the evidence has been out in the elements, perhaps it could affect what kind of analysis we can do.
Arlene Hall is commander of Illinois State Police Crime Labs. As a forensic scientist for more than 3 decades, she's seen technology advance, helping solve cases where it might seem like few clues are left.
And we will try anything, so we won't ever say no. If we're the last shot they have at something, we'll give it a chance.
If I give up and stop fighting, the people that did that to my son is going to go free. And I can't let that happen. I have to fight for him.
Do you know what happened to him? Now, it's no secret many people have questions about how much his mother, Lisa B., knows about what happened to her son. Tomorrow night on WMBD News at 10, we get the answer to that question. Plus, we reveal the documents uncovered in our investigation that could have implications in the case.